Hey there, back at you again with Path of Exile 2 Dawn of the Hunt. Bunch of changes since last time. Most notably, I'm off of Terracotta Soldiers. I know it's kind of like the meme that I was going for. I've still got them, and I still intend to use them when applicable. But their damage fell off, which is what a lot of people were predicting in the comments. I get it, I understand, but this is still like a meme, right? We're trying to just make things happen. So we swapped over to Valgard here. I just did a bunch of equipment upgrades off cam. So let's go ahead and get into a map. We are at tier 15 maps now. We have just got to them though. So a lot of the maps are just sort of random junk right now. If it's double curse, I try not to do it. I'm trying to sort of like it'd be great if these had like filters on them or something, but like I'm trying to avoid double curses because essentially it's like, hey, you do less damage, you take more damage, and in some cases you move slower. All right, we'll just do this white one, blue one even, and I'll regal it as well. That's fine, right? That's fine. We'll stop there. Let's take a look at reses. So 15k life, 3.6k energy shield. That's almost 3.7k. Could probably get there quite easily. Mana's a bit low. Spirit is quite high because that's the meme. Res is I just got chaos to 72. Or was it like 40? Now it's at 72. So we're getting there. Does need to be 75, but I think we'll leave that. I have 10% damage reduction from armor and a 40% chance to block as well. What's happening here is actually we're going to do a tower. I forgot that we needed to do a tower, so we'll go ahead and do a tower. For a tower, we need a map that's got as many mods as possible. And I usually go like a couple of tiers back because, like, if I'm looking for mods, I'm not necessarily looking for resources. I'm just trying to run the map and get as many towers done as possible. So that's why I go back. It's often cheaper to use something that you've just left behind. That was really good. I'll put that one up there for now. There'll be a couple of exalts in that one. I don't want to take that because that's got 3 mods. I'd have to like exalt that a lot. Is there anyone that doesn't have? This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's got 5. It is double curse, which I was just avoiding. But we do have. Will that do it? At least 6 modifiers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so if I X once, I can do that amount. Yeah, that's worth it. I'll exit and it'll be like, burning ground. Now, whatever that is, that's fine. That should get us both, like, all 3 towers. And that's great, because what I'm doing is expanding over into this area. And I also haven't done a lot of this particular area. I'm rushing the Nexuses. I get that prior to this patch, it was difficult to get through the initial endgame quest because you just needed to do a lot of maps. But now it's really slow because you need to just find the citadels. I did see something that would be in the next patch, G, I think it's called, that might improve that situation. But for now, we're just going to go ahead and at least it's got 6 modifiers. Like, I haven't got that many X. Oh, that's fucking glorious. I haven't got that many X, but like, I want the 3 maps. There we go. Okay, we only have 1 life, so we're gonna do this quickly. So I do have build updates. I did do a full ascendancy on the Lich, so I'm now full ascendancy Lich. And there's a couple of things I need to explain before we get into the map. So skill tree wise, we've got this, which basically like this is doubled. Like so, when you look at this, you have to double everything. So minions have 4% attack speed, can only go to 4% in the regular jewel slot, but in this particular jewel slot, it is actually 8% increased attack speed, which is quite a lot. Same with everything else there. So minions deal 22% increased damage and 12% increased chaos damage. It's a lot of damage. Over here on the right is your life cannot change while you have energy shield. Actually, did I? Just make sure I haven't screwed that up. No, I haven't. So that helmet that's in there, I'll talk to that about that in just a moment. And then here, 10% of damage taken bypasses energy shield, no inherent mana regeneration. So what I had to do the moment I got this one was look around for anything that said like mana regen and get rid of it. So I had like all of this middle, I think, like the bottom part of the middle to link these across. Had to get rid of it, right? Because I don't have mana regen now. I have life regen. Bunch of other changes here, but I don't want to go over like that too much. But the point being, My life can't change, provided I have energy shield, and I have 3.6, almost 3.7k energy shield. Additionally, I have mind over matter, which means that for me to actually die, I need to lose 3.7k shield, and then 1035 mana. That isn't a lot. I would love that to be higher. And then 1500 life. So it takes a lot to kill me. The downside of that, though, is that if it goes wrong, which sometimes it does, I can't regain life. And that's why the other helmet is in my inventory. I'll show you what that is after this initial group of people. These are Valguard. Valguard just, like, they throw grenades. Like, some of the grenades are oil, and then the rest of the grenades are fire. It doesn't matter. Like, provided one of them throws fire, it'll be fine. Like, just everything explodes and dies. So the reason why we have this helmet, as you see that this helmet's unique, this is Stitched Demon Feathered Tiara. I don't know anything about it. I bought the cheapest one from trade. Cannot have energy shield. So when my life gets ridiculous, I will just like stand in a corner of the map and equip that. Just for a couple of seconds so I can actually get life back. Because sometimes I just, like, I'm stuck. I can't get life back. And what you'll see is like 10% life, but 100% energy shield, which is just terrifying. It's very interesting playing this class as well, because there's a lot of stuff that requires me to keep up all three of those bars, right? So in the Ascendancy, we've got this, which requires me to... How do I look at it? There we go. Oh, yeah, yeah. Shows the doubles. So, 8% attack increase speed, 20% damage. Yeah, it's great. The point being is that it does 50% more mana costs of skills if you have no energy shield. So that's problematic. Additionally, if my mana is low, I lose Unholy Might, which will drop the damage of the minions. I'm not relying on Unholy Might as much as I did with the soldiers. That's because I needed to get that jewel slot in the middle. That jewel slot in the middle, particularly with the jewel that I put into it, means that it's like effectively as good as those Unholy Might things. I'd have to do the exact mathematics to see the difference, but the other thing I needed was the attack speed. As you can see, they're very, very fast. Which reminds me as well, scepters can now have sockets in them. They can only have certain items in their socket. The one that we socketed was a Serpent Talisman, allows in your presence of 8% attack speed. There is a talisman which allows for increased spirit, but I didn't want to do that one because it's the most expensive talisman, because if you don't put it into a scepter, then it will increase rarity. So anyone that's got like a high socketed item, maybe it's corrupted with more than the usual amount of sockets, they're considering putting in a rabbit talisman, which provides 8% rarity. Which does remind me, I did just get some bonus rarity, so let's take a look at what's going on here. I forget where I see my rarity. Let's just go to something... Ray Shield, sure. Yeah, 52 rarity. Everyone calls that Magic Find, and I figured out that they call it Magic Find because it's related to other video games that call it Magic Find. You'll also see that in sometimes these like Ascendancy people. They'll be like, I want to sell 4th Lab. And what they mean there is Labyrinth, because over in PoE 1, Ascendancy is driven by a system called the Labyrinth. It's like a maze-like structure. It's kind of annoying. It's annoying here as well, to be fair. But I think it's important to use the terminology for the game, unless you're comparing the games. And that's something which like happens a lot in global chat here, which I sometimes turn off, is that people in global chat will say things that are mostly comparisons, right? They're just comparing the games. Like right now, it's Last Epoch and Path of Exile 2. Before Last Epoch's update came out, it was like D4 Path of Exile 2, which happens all the time. Or they complain about patches, etc. It gets kind of annoying. Like, I almost wish that there was, like, a third channel of conversation that would occur in global. I don't know what you'd call it or how you'd enforce it, so it can't really happen. But, like, I feel like if I went to an RP server, you know, everyone's in character, Global chat would be fun. It would still be people like trying to solve the game together, right? You know, like, oh, I need some help on this boss, right? That still can be in character, but it wouldn't have the whole like Path of Exile versus Last Epoch, which I don't need to read. This build is like insane because like I do literally nothing. For bosses, I can do various things. For example, I've got flammability. There's also unearth, raise zombie. Those sorts of things can provide a little bit more damage, but like usually in mapping, there's just no need. I just like stand around. That's why I'm talking so much as well. When I get up to like level 100, maybe I'll go back to the Terracotta Soldiers, see what we can do, but not currently. Oh, and don't sleep on charms, by the way, as well. I picked up like it's almost identical charm belt on trade, but it had plus 2% chaos resist. So it was literally identical stats, pretty much, but like 2 additional chaos res and 3 charm slots. It was like one of the best trades I've done in a while, and that's because more than one charm slot belts just became a lot more common. So don't sleep on those. Make sure you get those charms up. I'm running the rarity charm, the stun charm, and the freeze charm. I need something basically. If I can't move, then it means I can't reposition both the minions and myself to the best sort of order. With all the bonuses here, you'll see. Where are we? Yeah, 4 levels from global modifiers. That's from the equipment. You could get that up to more with this gem here, which I would put there if I got a perfect Jeweler's Orb at some point. The next D I get, I might just perfect Jeweler Orbs the Valguard. Something you'll notice a lot is that I have a bunch of Spectres with me, and they're kind of situational. The Butcher's really good when we're in a like corridor map. Like even this would have been a good use for the Butcher. The Valguard are sort of mid-range, like attackers. The Butcher is melee, right? So, and the Butcher is incredibly aggressive as well. So he'll run up into the battle and engage in targets. And so if the guards are, for whatever reason, not progressing through the map, sometimes they get stuck in a corridor, or I'll summon a Butcher who'll just like run in and start cleaving people, and like that's great. So that's why the Butcher's there. Terracotta Soldiers there just for the memes, but they're also there to store support gems. Sometimes I swap support gems out for boss fights or stuff like that. I have to keep things moving. We particularly have a problem if we get to any boss that has fire resist, because that's like horrible. I actually tried to do the Molten God, the Ford Master earlier. I think it was yesterday. I lost like an entire level of EXP on that because it just like it glitched out. So I went back actually to the Terracotta Soldiers, and they bodied him in one try. So it's interesting. I have lots of feedback on the sort of UI user experience of using Spectres, but I want to save that for a different video, particularly because like I don't know if anyone would like care or listen. I would have to put it onto the bug report forum as well, and then I'd have to get people to listen to it. Like, it's not that I don't think they would. I think like people would agree with it. It's just like I don't think it would have a materialistic effect. So I haven't been prioritizing it over anything else that I'm trying to do. We're also on low graphics. It just meant my computer didn't die due to the amount of explosions. If you're looking for max graphics, max FPS, max amount of minions, just head to Twitch. They'll be there. Someone will be streaming. I'm sure they're fantastic. We won't get any interesting anecdotes about cheese, though. So, just a reminder for all of you who are, I guess, forgetful. This is a tier 15 map. And I don't think my health is like... My health moves, right? Because there's some, like, skill effects that move it. But I haven't been in low health for the entire dungeon. I just opened up a lockbox here that had garbage in it, but health didn't move. I kind of forgot this was a tower, which is a problem I'm also having with basically every tower I go through, is I forget that they're towers, because they're absolutely like that. That was the map, right? We did the whole map. This is the tower. It's like a tiny corner of the map. I've got the system that makes my computer darker at night turned on. There we go. Now it makes it a bit brighter. Alright, tower's on, map completed, let's get out of here. We'll do an actual map rather than a tower. I do have to tablet that map though, which might take a little bit. Tighten my headphones or something, they slip off my head too much. New affinities are great. I'll save that again for another thing, but that will probably sell. That won't. Alright, so we trash the rest of this. Here for an item feedback is now I'm back in town. You'll see at this point I had no trouble in that map, so everything's fine. But sometimes I come back to town and my life is less than 100% because of everything that I've got going on. And I click the well and it doesn't refill because my life can't change whilst I've got energy shield. But like I'm in town, like let the well do it. Like of all objects, let the well bypass that. Because otherwise what happens is I have to go like boop, and then I wait, and then I put it back on again. That's also why I've got that in my inventory. Like this is permanently in my inventory now. Because what other choice do I have? I also qualitied it because I think it was at like 15%. And I'm like, you might as well make it the best it can possibly be for the 5 seconds I wear it. Alright, actual map now. I think I had another rarity one. Oh no, that's the one I ran on the tower. Oh, I need to do the tower. Right, of course. Alright, now where is that tower? So we can take a look at what might be available. Okay, so there's a bunch of bosses, a lack of irradiation as well. We'll see a little bit of radiation here. But there isn't that money. Looks like maybe this tower did some irradiating. Yeah, it's going to go in there a little bit. But most of the maps are sort of this area around the back of the tower that we'll be using. So radiation would be good, bosses would be good. Just grouping them here. That is quantity of items. I will always take quantity. A boss one? Yeah, that's fine. Experience, no thank you. Rarity? 2 bosses? Not sure about that one. Also don't want to do ritual. Yeah, so 2 boss tablets is going to be. Sometimes that might not have the effect that you want because there are... Oh, I need 3 tablets. Jesus. Okay. It will be that one. No, it won't be that one. It'll be that one. Because what this will do is it'll be 15 plus 6. So almost 20% rarity increase, and then 15% rarity from that on the tablet spots. Like a good tablet combination. Okay, all of the maps in that area just got like really, really cool. So if we were to go here next, 6% increased quantity of items, 15% of quantity of items dropped by map bosses, 15% rarity dropped by map bosses. So like that's all cool stuff. We do have an ocean here though, so I need to get my inventory closed. It's weird because like you have to like plan it out. Like and then if you fail a corrupted nexus, you can't do it again. So there's just this like corrupted area on my map that I can't fix now. I think it was this one that I failed. I don't remember. What I mean is, like, I don't want to go like up this way because I'll be going along the coast, and so if I find another tower along the coast of this area, it's going to be not worthwhile. So I want to probably like like if I'm traveling, turn around and maybe go inland a little bit. Like there's another tower here, maybe aim for that. Actually, doesn't look like a tower. It is a tower. Where's home? I actually don't know. There is this new bookmark waypoint system. That one's there because I had it as explore. Yeah, because I was heading this way because there's another tower. But now I might sort of do some resource gathering around here. I don't know, it depends on what I'm feeling like. Like, what's this? Augury? Don't want to do an augury. I'll do a backwash. I will totally do a backwash, so we'll do that one. Just gotta find something good. Less effective curses? That's no worry. Kinda is. Cool, whatever. Sometimes you like put all the currency you can into a map and it's just like, whatever. Always prioritize like getting into the map and killing stuff over worrying about the map. I see so many people that are just like, oh, I like the exact like tower setup and rarity, blah blah blah. It's like you remember that like every single second that you're not killing something, you're losing potential drops from someone that is killing stuff. So just keep those things balanced. What's up? Oh yeah, the entire map's on fire, and it just will continually be on fire. You kind of just have to like walk around and do nothing. Like I'm usually watching TV. If my energy shield is getting to sort of like below half, and I've got less mana than I would like, I will always mana pot. Because right now, if I were to lose all that energy shield, I would take that mana and then life. So if I'm not using mana, which let's face it, most of the time I'm not, I might as well top it up like health. I have been looking around because there are some like keystones that will do that. There's also a unique belt that allow you to put like a mana pot or a health pot in both slots, but I can't lose the utility. The problem with like uniques has always been you only really want that one unique modifier that does the special behavior, and then the rest of it's just like not. It's just junk. I don't remember if I'm not wearing any uniques, am I? No. They're really good when leveling, and the reason why they're really good with leveling is because uniques have like really weird scaling. Their levels are always like, hey, you need to be like level 5 to wear this item that will basically see you through the entire campaign the second time through. I do have another character in this league that I'm working on. They are a monk. I'm going to be doing Chaos Monk again. I did Chaos Monk last year, but we're going to be doing Bow. The reason is, like, late last league, I was talking to a monk that was doing Chaos Bow, and they said that it was interesting. I'm like, cool. I wanted to do Bow for a while, but I wanted to do something a little bit cool, so we're doing Chaos Bow. My goal with that particular one as well is to maybe see about making Darkness work. Darkness is one of the Chaos Monk's Ascendancy abilities, and no one uses it because like it just doesn't work. But what if I were to make a character that had the sole goal of using that and making that work? And that's what we're going to be doing. For those who are maybe bored with Path of Exile 1 or 2 or any other RPG, try that concept as well. Like, instead of picking, hey, what's going to do the most damage, pick what's going to be the most fun, or pick something that no one else is picking. So, like, literally no one is doing that Chaos Ascendancy. And within that, even more no one is doing that Darkness stuff. So, I want to play with it. It's a bit dangerous here, might die. Ah, it's the bombs, that's why. Because I can't see them. Oh, we got anything good? No. I never want to waste tribute on gear. Because if the next, like, if that's like an omen, like if any of these are an omen, like I want to save the tribute for the omens. It's like over here. I like that the rares always show up on the map now. Because what I do is I walk at the rare, and then I wait till I can't see it on the map anymore, and then I know it's dead. Because sometimes it's unclear, because everything's just exploding. Here's a rare down here that we're closing in on. Oh, they're Essence. We'll do this one. I don't know who Yato is. Is this a Queen of Filth clone, maybe? Yeah, based on the approach here, it's Queen of Filth. Yep. Hi, Queen. They call her Yato, the Loathsome, but the voice line here still says Queen of Filth. Alright, gotta watch out for the entrance. There we go. Wow, okay. That's fine. That's completely fine. That's completely lower. That was like a one shot. She just threw a rock at me or something. Whatever. We'll kill her again. That's fine. Can I stand in her hut and like just raise shield? Alright, I gotta pay more attention to her this time. Barely see her. I don't. I'll take this instead. There we go. Alright, we'll leave. As we died, the map gets like kind of messed up. When you're in a boss arena and you die, the map gets messed up. There's no point doing the rest of it. But there you go. That was a map. So we got 1, 2. There's like 2 uniques. I don't think there's anything else. Nope. No X that map. Interesting. This stuff's all nukeable. Actually, that one isn't. See there? +2 to all minion skills. That goes into one of my mini sort tabs because I will evidently probably trash it later. But given a little bit of currency, that would probably sell for a little bit of currency. So it's worth it. That will sell for a little bit of currency. That will. And like these will, but I don't care about them as much. Just because like I can't. Alright, yeah, that was that map. I'm not going to be able to find a tower or a corrupted nexus or anything like interesting. There is Untainted Paradise. I'm saving that for like when I'm at like 90% EXP though, because that'll get you there. This one might be interesting. What we got here in terms of rarity? Oh, we got a lot of rarity. Yeah, we'll do this sump. Lots of gold, lots of magic monsters, lots of rare monsters. Rarity of items dropped by map boss, quantity of items dropped by map boss, and regular quantity and rarity as well. Yeah, so this one would be productive. It's also got ritual and breach in it. Breach is fun. Breach, because the monsters rush you, it's really challenging. You gotta like keep your wits about you. Wait, is that 800? Rerolling favors at ritual altars in an area cost 8,000 increased attribute. Well, that's great. I don't usually do ritual. Guess I won't be doing it on that map though. But we're going to be going right there, so we just need a stone. Experience gain. That's a good start. Let's roll this up a little bit. Cool. Nice. It's down here, wasn't it? Yeah, that one. I always get Sump confused with Augury. I think Sump's like the... No, Sump isn't this one either. There's one that's like an indoor temple. Realized I'm a stereotypical minion player now, which is like you just can't see anything when you play. If I'm watching TV, sometimes I'll turn the sound effects down. It's another unique charm, though. Yeah, that needs identifying because I'll look at it. I got like finger charm that drops consecrated ground when you bleed, but it's much better if I don't get stunned. You can see already, like if these are all on max charges for your entire map, then they're not doing their job. But if they stay at like 0, you can see that they're doing their job. Even if that job isn't appreciated. So, for example, we haven't had any divines drop, even though we've got one of these. It's okay. It just like it's doing its job. It's doing its best. Should probably try and juice this altar up. Hold on. There we go. Yes, everyone, die here on the ritual. Die on the ritual. Thank you. Smothered. I can't risk it. Smothered is very hard to read, and because of the explosions, there's too much on the ground, and it will take more focusing than I would like. You know what, let's just turn off trade chat for now and global chat. Where the rares are? I'm just like wandering around like half asleep. This way. Are these all going to be smothered? This one won't even tell me what it is. There, no, smothered. Yep. Can't do it. Will they? Oh, breach is there. I missed it. I will do that breach in just a moment. I'm going to get this rare. Give me the clasp hand. Thank you. I'm stuck. Alright, map complete. Gonna give it a go. I did remember I upped the chaos res, so we might be okay. That one wasn't juiced at all. At least we were able to see the sort of layout of the rewards here. Okay. Yeah, I'll do that, Liz. Missed this one down here. Whoops. Is the one that used? I just wanted them. I don't remember which. That's an omen, and I can afford it. What is it? Dextral. Yeah, I'll take it. Alright, they aren't that hard. I was actually struggling at the end there. I think my health went down for a bit, but we'll get there. I think I just got stunned. No, I did. Okay. And that's the full list. So I'll take the X, and then we'll leave the map. I'll take the W. Right, so that was another tier 15. So we ended up with Omens, which they live here, because I forget what they do. I think got like a couple of ameliorations, which I do use. Alright, that's chanceable. No. 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 Okay. That was 2 maps for you. A tower and a map. I'm going to go ahead and leave off here. If you're interested in build stuff, I'll go over it shortly. And get back to you soon.